There are many problems in life. There is the problem of distraction. There is the problem of indecision. And there is the problem of envy. However, these problems are not unique to the late bloomer. So let us instead focus on the problem of the thing, a problem of the late bloomer. All further mention of the word thing shall henceforth be defined as the following. Thing, noun, pronounced thing, a craft, skill, or practice-oriented body of knowledge leading to either a physical object, a discovery, a feeling or sensation that one would dedicate to without any expectation of monetary compensation. Example, that is his thing. Everyone seems to have a thing. The musician's thing is music. The painter's thing is painting. Is this my thing? What if I spend years on my supposed thing and I still suck? These are the anxious thoughts of our late bloomer. Before one problem can be solved, the problem preceding it must be solved first. Sometimes your preconceived solution to the problem is incorrect, and you spend a significant amount of time on an activity that creates even more problems. This is one of those activities. The goal was simple: avoid spending hundreds of dollars to buy a new tool to flatten wood. Instead, use a cheap tool in a significant amount of time to make a precarious device that has great potential to fail. In other words, an electric hand-plane sled. It is for good reason there are few people making an electric hand-plane sled. It is prone to miscalculations. The initial stages of starting your thing are the toughest stages and most time-consuming, but they are also the most exciting. Stay the course, my fellow late bloomer. It is here in the story that we begin our thing, with an idea, then a drawing, a lumberyard, pieces of wood. Now, a distraction. Life's demands. It is a balance, or more accurately, a battle. A battle between the thing, the distractions, and life's demands. Simply put, the thing minus distractions minus life's demands equals the finished product plus time. In this equation, distractions and life's demands can't be eliminated, only minimized. And now begins the work, the execution of the thing, the work of the thing. And it is here that we see our late bloomer cutting wood, or more specifically, poplar wood, to rough dimensions. This hall tree requires 2 wood panels for the bottom shelves and 2 single planks for the top shelves. This project has brought excitement to the late bloomer for 2 reasons, or rather 2 upgrades, since the previous and very first build. Upgrade number 1, a Bosch 1617 EVSPK 12 amp wood router. Shapes edges, flattens surfaces, and does other stuff too. Upgrade number 2, the Craig Adaptive Cutting System. A foldable MDF table with dog holes and a 60-inch track saw. Cuts straight edges, clamps things down, serves as a work table. With these upgrades, a panel is born. Straight edges can be aligned and joined. A doweling jig was used to edge join 2 wood boards for each of the lower shelves. A generous amount of glue was applied to the board edges and the dowels. Next, a clamping struggle ensued. But it was the late bloomer who emerged victorious. Earlier, in an effort at ingenuity and resourcefulness, the late bloomer attempted to make an electric handplane sled with the tool already in his possession. This failed. In the previous and first build, flattening the desk with an electric handplane, a level, and an eyeball was grossly inaccurate and left areas of the panel thinner than others. The late bloomer has opted for the router sled methodology. Did this result in me spending the hundreds of dollars I didn't want to spend? Yes. Better than the previous method? Also a yes. This method consists of sliding a router over 2 pieces of angle iron fastened together. This sled then glides over 2 longer pieces of wood that are of the same width. The router bit plunges down and shaves off wood at a consistent depth. It is here that we see our late bloomer executing the time-consuming process of flattening a wood panel with a router sled. Excitement. This is the excitement. This is a skill, a thing, and he is learning. Incremental progress is made. With the router, a slight roundover is made across all edges. It will soften the edges, he thinks, or rather regurgitates. To soften the edges. New vernacular is implemented into his vocabulary. Then, the sanding stage. And the finish, which brings us to the third and last upgrade on this project. Smoothness. The desk was not smooth. Nibs of dust and other matter stuck to the surface while drying, resulting in an unsatisfying smooth to the touch feeling. This would not be allowed to happen again. In this new method, oil-based polyurethane was diluted to create a thinner, faster drying finish. This would allow less time for matter to get stuck to the surface. However, when executed, this resulted in an uneven sheen. To correct this, paste wax with OOOO, not sure how this is supposed to be said, steel wool was used to polish the finish. Though it lost its high gloss sheen, a nice satin finish remained, and a perfectly smooth and satisfying surface was attained. Similar to the previous build, pipe was used as the structure. An accent locker was previously decided on during the design phase. Pursuing a craft, a skill, a thing is not easy. The process will result in encountering some of life's common problems: distraction, indecision, and envy. These are persistent problems in life. Now, the problem of the thing, the late bloomer's problem. That is a problem that can be solved. If the late bloomer wasn't doing this thing, then he'd probably be searching for a new thing and starting from the beginning. So may as well stick to this thing, his thing.